Hello, Broken Arrow. This is City Council Rewind for the meetings on August 19th. I'm Aaron McCulloch, Director of Communications for the City of Broken Arrow, and this is Councilor Lisa Ford. Councilor Ford, thank you for joining us.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Good meeting last night. We've got 3 things here to talk about. There are about 60 different items, but we pulled about 3 of them out just because they kind of higher impact. And let's start with the library survey results. This was another great showing from the community.
Yes. As you said last night, this is the most responses we have had on any of our surveys, which is kind of you're like, do people really want a bigger library that bad? I kind of feel like they do. You know, in Broken Arrow, we have a huge homeschool base, and they utilize those. I mean, with my grandchildren and my children, I took them to the library, and they got the little medals and stuff in the summer. And I kind of feel like the library is too kind of like the base of a community. You know, that's where you can go to learn all kinds of things. I feel like too that's probably a hangout place for some people too, if they're not at the senior center. You know, they can go to the library and hang out.
That's right. Well, I'm glad you mentioned community, because in some of the responses, there was an opportunity for folks to write in, and community was one of those words that popped up a lot. And I'd never thought about that myself, but I can see where a library is one of those gathering places that really kind of does build community. And that's one of the things that I know is really important to the council.
Yeah. It was really interesting. I mean, the library system, they're putting in a lot of money. They just don't have quite enough money to build the kind of library that a city our size needs. And so they've kind of asked for help from the city. And of course, in true Broken Arrow fashion, we want to make sure that that's what our citizens want. So that's why we do the surveys. And as we said, the survey was a lot of people, over 4,000 people
that's right,
completed the surveys. And I was not really surprised about the results. I do think that we have a lot of support for that, but the magnitude of the results was pretty good. I think it was like 58% said it's okay to spend over $5 million to get this library.
So the next step on this is we're going to have some public forums that are going to be coming up August 28th, September 3rd, September 25th. The library folks are going to be there. And so there's going to be an opportunity for you, the citizens, to be able to talk with them, find out a little bit more about their plans. And then, of course, as far as the results are concerned, we haven't got them on the city website just yet, but they will be there.
It's very important. I love how we do have the community, like, we want to hear from you. So we're giving you 3 different opportunities in 3 different areas of our city, and 3 different time frames to come out and let us know what you want. Come out, talk to us. We want to hear from you, because we really want to keep our city the #1 place to live. So
that's right. We want to build the future together.
That's right.
The next one, this is about $500,000 that the council approved, and this is for the Liberty Parkway Trail. For those who aren't aware, there's a closure there between Aspen and Elm, and it's because of the retaining wall there. It's about 22 years old, and it's suffering some failures there. How important is this Liberty Parkway Trail? How important is it to actually get this wall fixed?
Well, we do have a big biking community, definitely in our community. People that even come that don't live in Broken Arrow that come through the trails and ride. And I know that it has been closed for a couple of months because of safety reasons. I do think some of them are still trying to go around it, which isn't safe. But they really do like that trail. I do feel like it is important to keep everyone active and out and about. I mean, there's runners. You run. I mainly see when I used to bike. I saw bikers there a lot too, and so it is a very active trail. It is a lot of money, but I am glad to see that we are putting that investment in for the people that bike and run and walk.
Our Director of Engineering, Charlie Bright, he got up, he spoke about this, presented it, and I thought he did a great job of really kind of laying it out how difficult this is going to be because of the location. I know $500,000 sounds like a lot, but you're talking about 1,000 linear feet of this wall, and it varies from 8 feet down to about 2 feet, if I remember correctly. It's going to be one of those really tough situations because being able to get the asphalt over there, because it's about a half mile down, it's going to be pretty difficult. And so they're going to try to save money by doing all the design work in-house and then contracting it out. And it sounds like we're looking at probably being in construction sometime in the spring.
Yeah, which is great, but then the turnpike will start fixing that roller coaster bridge, and it may have to be shut down for a while too, but they'll get to ride on it for a while before we get to that point, I guess.
That's right. It sounds like that part will open up, and then it sounds like here in probably October or so, the Liberty Parkway Trail is going to close down because of the OTA's construction of the roller coaster bridge there, the reconstruction of that, I suppose, if you will, about a mile section from Garnett to about a half mile south of New Orleans Street. And so it's a bummer. It is, but it's as you pointed out earlier, it's for the safety of everyone involved there that it does get closed down.
Yeah, and I am glad to see that get fixed for sure.
Quite a few ordinances were on the agenda on Tuesday night, and one of them is an encampment ordinance. And Chief Arnold got up, he spoke quite a bit about this. Talk just a little bit about this ordinance.
We just don't want people to just say, oh, there's a softball field, I think I'll put my tent there. I mean, it's like that's not what anyone really in our city wants, but we do want to help them. So like Chief Arnold said, there are steps that we have to do. First, we have to give them a warning. I mean, they have to be able to say, this property owner says it's okay for me to be on this property.
They have to have written permission.
Yeah, they have to have written permission, which, I mean, people can do that if they're okay with them doing that. So, but also if they're on city property or a place where they don't have that permission, they're going to give them a warning, give them time to get their things picked up, give them services if they want them. You know, we have a long list of people that can help them.
There were about 60 other items on the agendas, and for more information, you can go to the city website and click on Agendas and Minutes in the Government section. Click on the Date Range drop-down list and then select the governing body. Find the meeting date of your choice and select the meeting details. Okay, so that's it for this edition of City Council Rewind. Any parting words?
I just want to remind everybody to come out to the forums. They can come to all three if they want to. The city council will be there. The city manager will be there. Probably a lot of department heads as well.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, even if you don't have a question about the bonds, this is a good place to find all of us. And so come out. We hope to see you there.
Thank you for watching. This is a production of the City of Broken Arrow, the city where opportunity lives.